Welcome to IELTS Hotspot from Reinforce Insights. Reinforce Insights, founded by Ashish Patel, who is the lead trainer, has gained enormous success in delivering IELTS coaching. The overwhelming response from students encouraged him to launch a new version of training by the name IELTS Hotspot. This video will explain you the entire structure of IELTS, the marking criteria in all the 4 modules, your road to success in this test, and the class sessions to be conducted at IELTS Hotspot. First of all, let's see where is IELTS acceptable. IELTS is a globally recognized English language testing system. Unlike UK, Europe, and USA, where IELTS is only acceptable for education, in Australia, New Zealand, and Canada, it is valid for study and migration both. While IELTS academic is for further education purpose, the general version is designed for the purpose of temporary or permanent migration. So, what is included in IELTS? This is the structure of the entire IELTS. The listening module contains 40 questions and will last for a maximum of 40 minutes, whereas the reading module has the same number of questions but has a maximum time limit of 1 hour. The answers of both the tests will go into a final answer sheet which I'll show you next. Writing module includes 2 tasks. The entire module is allocated duration of 60 minutes and the candidates are recommended to spend 20 minutes for task 1 and 40 minutes for task 2 because task 1 must have a minimum of only 150 words, but task 2 has a minimum word limit of 250. Both academic and general IELTS have different task 1, but have same task 2, that is, 1 essay. On the other hand, speaking is a one-on-one test which will last no more than 15 minutes. There is a range of questions asked which will be discussed in this video. What are the answer sheets of listening and reading look like? You can see that both the sheets look similar, though that is a marked difference in it. On the left side, you can see listening is written on a strip and on the right side, reading written on a strip is quite visible. Hence, you need to make sure that both listening and reading answers should go in their respective sections. Let's look more into the structure of the listening module. This test is the same for academic and general IELTS candidates. It has a total of 4 parts. Part 1 contains 10 questions for which 2 speakers will make a conversation related to a routine life context. It mainly consists of a form which will have blanks and typically the answers should be in 1 to 3 words or numbers. The second part also includes 10 questions, but the speaker will only be 1. It would typically include a speech linked to a social contest. In part 3, the question numbers would be 10 again, however, the conversation will take place between 4 people. It will usually include a talk between students and a teacher about an assignment or a project. Part 4 will most include 10 fill-in-the-gaps questions and there will be only 1 university speaker giving a lecture. The total duration of the audio will be approximately 30 minutes, and you will be given an extra 10 minutes to transfer your answers in the answer sheet. However, in the reading test, there will be no extra time given for the transfer of answers. Let's understand the structure of reading. Academic reading contains 40 questions which are divided into 3 lengthy passages. Each passage contains at least 13 questions, but one passage will have 14 questions to take the total questions to 40. Compared to general reading, academic one is quite challenging and somewhat difficult. You will need to understand the techniques to find the answers quickly as time management is the real problem candidates face. The total duration is 60 minutes. On the other hand, general reading is very easy though quite tricky at times. You can see, the number of questions and duration is the same, but the first 2 sections will have 2 small articles each which candidates find it easy as they can be finished quickly. The last article will have a size equal to an academic passage. Statistically, general reading candidates don't face time management issues and can finish the test on time, unlike academic candidates. Both these candidates have different writing task 1. Academic students' writing task 1 is quite complex, but there could be any one question asked out of several questions. It requires you to summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features and make comparisons where relevant. It includes bar graph, line graph, pie chart, table, process diagrams and maps. You will be given any one or a combination of 2 charts and you must write at least 150 words while spending only 20 minutes. Remember, in this duration, you must also proofread to trace any possible errors. The task 1 of general IELTS includes a letter writing. There are 3 types of letter writing. The semi-formal letter is written to the person who you know but the relations are still formal, whereas formal letter is written to someone who you are unfamiliar with. The informal letter is written to friends. The one used in each letter is important, so you must practice writing before the test. Again, there is a 150-word limit and 20 minutes duration allocated for letter writing including proofreading. Please attend our training videos which cover detailed explanation of all these graphs, charts, diagrams, and letter writing. Our notes are prepared taking into consideration what the IELTS examiners of both the British Council and IDP are looking for, and hence, the structure of writing is designed accordingly. Let's check what is asked in Task 2 of writing. Task 2 involves essays which have a range of different question types. The most commonly asked question is agree or disagree type, followed by discuss both views and give your opinion. The other one which you can see at number 6 that is a negative or positive development is also an opinion-based question. The rest of them are two-part questions. There could also be mixed question types. For instance, you can be asked reasons on a particular topic and also a positive or negative development related to the topic. The essay must have a minimum of 250 words and you should aim to complete it in 40 minutes with proofreading. Many candidates often feel confused about how to structure essays simply because they don't know what exactly the examiners are looking for. At IELTS Hotspot, Ashish Patel is committed to providing you with the training which has worked better for the past students who consistently struggle to achieve the desired score in writing. You must be wondering about where to write Task 1 and Task 2 responses. This is what the writing task answer sheet. If you can see closely, there is a Task 1 written just before the single lines begin. Hence, make sure that your Task 1 and Task 2 response go into the appropriate answer sheet. The final test is speaking. It is a one-on-one test which will last for a maximum of 15 minutes. It includes 3 parts. The part 1 will last for 5 minutes which will have a combination of interview and general questions. While the interview question will be related to personal, the general questions will be related to topics that you are familiar with such as sports, travel, daily routine, friends, family, hometown, and many more. You will not be asked questions on all these topics but on a combination of 2 to 3 topics. The second part consists of long run. In this round, you will be given a cue card which would contain a question topic and you will have to talk on it for a maximum of 2 minutes. You will be given 1 minute for preparation for which a pencil and a paper will be provided by the examiner. You should talk as much as you can and must not stop until the examiner asks you. Once you are stopped by the examiner, he or she may ask you a couple of follow-up questions related to your topic. This part will last for up to 3 to 4 minutes. At the end of this round, the examiner will take back the pencil and the paper was given to you. The third part will be quite challenging as the questions are usually abstract. In other words, you are required to apply your ideas, opinion, and views on the questions asked. The in-depth knowledge about the speaking will be provided by IELTS Hotspot when you sign up for the online course. This is the band scoring criteria. The listening module has the same scoring requirements for general and academic students. You need to score at least 30 for 7 bands and 35 for 8 bands. Any score between this range will be 7.5 bands. However, in the reading module, you can see that academic students could score 7 bands and 8 bands with 3 to 4 marks lower than the same band level score of general students as they need at least 34 for 7 bands and 38 for 8 bands. However, writing and speaking modules are assessed in totally different ways. The writing examiner has to keep 4 core areas in mind before giving bands to the candidates. In task achievement, the academic students must present accurate information by providing an overview, highlighting key features or stages and also showing group trends in minimum 150 words, whereas the general IELTS, students must cover all the parts of letter writing mentioned in bullet points with at least 150 words. Task response is measured in essay writing. Task response means addressing the task in minimum 250 words, giving relevant main points which are supported and developed, giving a clear position, and providing a conclusion. In short, meeting 100% of what is asked in the question without going off track. Not just this, the flow of the essay is also important. The coherence and cohesion measure the candidate's ability to organize information or ideas into paragraphs. It also assesses whether or not the candidate has one central idea in each paragraph while using a range of linking devices. Another equal amount of weightage is allocated to vocabulary usages. Lexical resources criteria assess whether or not the candidate has used a range of words and paraphrasing, used collocations, spelling, and avoided errors. Of course, when it comes to language testing, grammar forms an integral part of the assessment. Grammatical range and accuracy evaluate how much the candidate has used a range of sentence structures, using a range of grammar tenses, punctuation, and avoided errors. IELTS Hotspot has planned a new grammar course online which you can avail at a rock-bottom price. On the other hand, assessment of the candidate in speaking is made in the 4 core criteria, namely pronunciation, fluency, and coherence, lexical resources, and grammatical range and accuracy. The candidate must show his or her ability to speak clearly in order to be understood and express ideas. Fluency means speaking with normal levels of continuity, rate, and effort. Coherence means linking ideas together to speak in an organized, coherent way. Lexical resource includes range and accuracy of vocabulary used. Additionally, the candidate must be able to use a range of sentence structure accurately and precisely. The in-depth details of what the IELTS examiner wants in writing and speaking, log on to www.ielts.org, click on IELTS for Organizations tab, and select IELTS scoring in detail from the drop-down menu. At the bottom of the page, find the writing assessment criteria and speaking assessment criteria for download. So, why IELTS Hotspot? What is so special about it? Well, you can save an enormous amount of time looking for information on the net only to learn a few skills that may or may not work. However, Ashish Patel has designed the courses that match IELTS requirements, helping the subscribed students to learn the techniques essential to crack IELTS. Moreover, those who are dubious about writing module can save themselves from facing challenges owing to which people have to reappear IELTS again and again. And, last but not the least, IELTS Hotspot provides comprehensive and robust training which intends to save money, particularly for those who shell out their money on sources that do not work better for them. So, how could you reach a success level? It is simple. Start with listening sessions, then practice the ideas and techniques learned during the course. The same rules apply for reading, writing, and speaking modules. However, you will need an IELTS expert who can assess your writing and speaking using the same marking criteria as used by British Council and IDP. Please note, writing mocks and assessment include special subscription packages listed on our website. Speaking mocks and assessments are only conducted at our training workshops on a subscription basis. We can also provide you VIP coach, online or offline, for additional charges. Next, let's take a view of our sessions for IELTS academic and general students. The academic IELTS has 7 listening and 14 reading sessions. Each session will cover strategic solution of different questions types. The writing task 1 will have 8 sessions to cover graphs, charts, and diagrams, while task 2 will cover 15 sessions each covering different questions. There are 3 in-depth sessions on speaking and the rest mock test based on the package you have chosen. The general IELTS has the almost same number of sessions except for writing task 1, which will have 3 sessions for letter writing tasks. However, these sessions are subject to change to make the learning material even better for our prospective students. Some of the sessions materials can be downloaded from our website so that you can refer back to it later. Join us on Facebook group named IELTS Hotspot for you to access to practice materials. So, are you willing to follow the direction we have set for all our prospective candidates? If you have dreamt to clear the IELTS goals in the first attempt, then you might want to avoid the costliest mistakes others have made by wasting money only to choose a shortcut. Our affordable pricing and detailed courses will help you reach your goals faster than anyone else. So, don't waste time and instead use these contact details to reach out to us. You could go to websites and fill the contact form or directly sign up for the course packs. You could also reach out to us on WhatsApp or email. Also, you could find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Thank you for watching this video. Looking forward to welcoming you in our newly designed IELTS course.